Hello, this is ashbass. I've got my Zoom G5 here. What I want to do is show you how Zoom lets us navigate through its large patch library. Now it does this via banks. There are 99 banks in the G5 and each bank holds 3 patches, numbered 1, 2, 3 within that bank. Let's go ahead and see how this works. I'm going to press and hold number 4 so that I can get into patch mode. I'm in patch mode now. You'll notice my first 3 panels are numbered 1, 2, and 3. Well, those are the patches that make up bank number 1. Now, if you're going to be moving within just your one bank using these 3 patches, moving around is very quick, very easy. You just press the corresponding foot switch, whichever panel you want. Now, if we need more than 3 patches, we're going to have to be able to change to a different bank. A couple of ways to do that. The first one is using this knob number 1 on panel 4. I turn to the right, I go up in the bank list. If I turn to the left, I go down in the bank list. The other way we can switch is by holding down 2 foot switches at the same time. Notice here on our chassis display we have bank down, and then that's pointing to these 2 buttons. Over here we have bank up, and it's pointing to these 2 buttons. So let's go ahead and see what this does. I'm going to go bank up. So I'm going to press number 2 and number 3 at the same time. And as you'll see, my bank changes depending on what I've just pushed. Now bank down works similarly, except it's going to use a different set of buttons. To go down, we're going to use foot switch 1 and foot switch 2. Again, pressing them both at the same time to navigate. So here we go. I'll press 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's all the G5 gives you. You have those choices. If you're standing up, gigging, playing, whatever, your choices for getting around in your banks are pretty much going to be these simultaneous button presses. I personally don't do too well with simultaneous button presses. So what I wanted to do was create a little external switch that let me press these 2 buttons by only pressing 1 button. So here's what I came up with. Nice little G5 bank select switch box pedal. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. And now let's test it out. Without it, I would have to press buttons 2 and 3 simultaneously to go up in the bank list. Here I have 1 button, and I'm going to press it to go up the bank list. Notice here, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go back down the banks using the bank down button. Again, this 1 press is going to replace for me 2 presses. So we'll have 4, 3, 2, 1. It's pretty handy. If you think this is something you might be interested in, you're going to want to take a look at my website, ashbass.com, where I have a guitar section and a Zoom G3/G5 section. And once in there, you'll see something called the G5 Bank Select mod. And what that's going to show you is what I actually did to modify the actual unit, the G5 itself, and then what I did to create the little foot switch. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you found it useful.